Yo, what is up, gamers? Welcome to my first ever podcast. It is me, Game On. As I make this podcast, I'm going to be getting dressed. So if you hear any weird noises, it's because I'm getting dressed. If you've ever wondered what I do playlists for, it's pretty much to put all topics of my channel together. Keep them close together. For example, this one is going to be called podcasts. So that means it's going to be podcasts. Whoa! Boom. So, pretty much every single day you're making mistakes. Yeah. I make mistakes, you make mistakes. It's fine. The way we get over mistakes is, by dealing with them. I don't know why I'm going like that. But yeah, pretty much everything about podcasts I love. They're really easy to make. All you have to do is record your voice. That's it. No hand gestures, none of this ridiculous stuff. And then editing, piece of cake. You barely have to edit anything. You might just add a few pictures in there. And that's all you have to do. So that's what a podcast is. Either that, or you could do some sort of podcast that you record yourself with one camera, but on Spotify it's just your voice you hear instead of seeing you. And that is what I love about podcasts. They can go on Spotify, YouTube, anything. And it's fine, you know? Oh, I just got my pajama bottoms on. I don't know why I did. May as well just put my pajamas on now, but I'm taking them off and wearing actual clothes. But yeah, I personally think making the podcast is one of the easiest things to make videos or content with. It's just your voice. That's it. All you need is a phone and your voice. Or something to record your voice on. It doesn't have to in particular be a phone. It can be an iPad. It can be a tablet. It can be anything as long as it can record your voice. Just your voice. Anyway, back to some more information on my podcast. So, each podcast will last up to 10 minutes. Maximum is 10. If I'm in a hurry, 5 or 4, depends on what I'm doing. And if anything else goes on, it's just going to be different times. It really depends. Each and every podcast should have a topic of some sort. It's like a YouTube video. I'll have topics for a video, and I will have topics for non-videos. So yeah, I'm going to have topics each and hopefully every single one of my podcasts. I hope each and every single podcast has a topic. Because if it doesn't have a topic, that's just going to be disappointing. But yeah. Today's topic was just explaining what podcasts are and what I'm going to do on my podcasts and what I enjoy about my podcasts. Give me a second. Sorry about that, gamers. Anyway, I'm away to fold my fold. No, it's Friday. We don't go to school tomorrow. I don't need to fold. It's just the wash. It needs to go in. And then I need to dust. And then I will end the podcast. I'm really sorry for that quiet just then. I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of ASMR. And it's kind of relaxing. I'm not joking. I was once scrolling through TikTok, found an ASMR live stream, watched 15 minutes of it, and within 15 minutes, I was asleep. That's some of the fastest time I've ever gotten asleep. No joke. It's like the max, the longest it's taken me to get to sleep is like an hour or two. Oh, and sadly I couldn't make a video on getting my hamster. I have got him though. I never made the video on that because I wasn't awake. Yeah. Sounds random, doesn't it? How the hell did you get your hamster if you weren't awake? You might be wondering that. Pretty simple, really. My mum decided to go get it and pre-order it. And my granddad was coming here anyway, so he said you should just get it today. And then he put it in his car, in a Morrison's bag. Morrison's, dum 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 dum. So yeah, he put it in a Morrison's bag. Well, obviously he was in his box, his Pets at Home box. So yeah, I've got him now. His name's Bruno because he's brown, and he is just a Bruno. He naturally, I don't know why. My dad thought of the name, and I couldn't really think of any other name. I got fed up of thinking of a name. I was worried if I never thought of a name, he'd be nameless for his entire life. So I was like, Bruno it is. Bruno it is. No choice, no questions. Bruno. And then my mum made a suggestion. Originally I was going to name him Coco, but I didn't really see him looking like chocolate. Or a hot chocolate, anyway. Or Coco, you know? Coco, come out, Coco. I don't know. I just didn't see him as a Coco, so what did I decide to name him instead? Bruno. Thanks to my dad. Shout out to my dad. He is amazing. I do really respect my dad. He puts up with so much in a day. So does my mum. I respect both of my parents in that way. Like, yeah, my dad isn't that supportive over YouTube for me personally, but the reason of that is because he wants me to do my best. He wants me to have a good life. He wants me to not just sit around all day making a video on a game or making a video on talking or etc. etc. So he wants the best for me. So I respect that. Like, he's not one of those dads, oh, do what you please, I don't care anymore, it's not my life I'm messing up, it's yours. You know? He's not one of those dads who don't care about what their kid does. He wants me to do well, which is just nice to know that there's someone who understands. Do I find it a bit sad that he doesn't, think I can make it as a YouTuber? A bit sad. But not in that, I'm going to hold up a grudge for this for ages. I kind of respect it. Knowing the fact that the more he pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes, he knows the more he pushes, the closer he's going to get to me. So it's pretty respectful knowing how much he's doing just to get me to quit YouTube. Not so much quit. Kind of do well in life. I respect that about him. Really, really do. I really respect my dad for many reasons. And yeah, I really respect them. There's really nothing to not respect about your parents. You should always respect your parents. But yeah, this podcast is only going to be 1 more minute. But yeah, I'm not really choosing a topic for this podcast. This podcast, as I said at the start of it, is pretty much just an introduction to what I'm going to be doing on podcasts. And so, if you want more podcasts, which doesn't matter if you do or don't, I will make them, and I will enjoy making them, because I don't know why I find it easier than making a video, because I know a podcast, it doesn't really matter if you edit it that much. Yes, like I said at the start as well, it's just a few pictures you need to add. That's all that really matters. Pictures, and that's it. Pictures of what you're talking about. Say when I said respect, right then, I just put a picture of respect. Say when I said ooh, it'd just be an ooh picture, ooh text or something like that. Or, Anyway, this podcast is going to be here until I'm not ending this podcast until I get my laptop back where it belongs. But yeah, gamers, if you do like these podcasts, then do leave a like. Because I might start making more. Because, I mean, hey, I've actually really enjoyed this past 10 minutes. Just speaking, not having to do any looks to the phone, knowing I can be doing stuff whilst doing the podcast. Like, yes, in a video you can do stuff whilst making the video, but in a podcast you can, chill out a bit. You can be sitting down, chilling out. You can be in the middle of an incredible GTA heist. You can be in the middle of anything. It doesn't matter. Nobody's ever gonna know. Oh, and I might change the maximum podcast limit at time to 20 minutes to half an hour, because 10 minutes is not a very long podcast. You're not gonna manage to fit everything in those 10 minutes. It's probably gonna end up being an hour eventually, the maximum time I'm ever gonna make a podcast. Which means a lot of pictures and a lot of talking, an hour worth of talking. I mean, hey, I can do stuff whilst doing right now I could be cleaning out my hamster. Nobody would ever know if I'm cleaning him out or not. For all you know, I'm cleaning out my hamster. But I'm not. But I could be. I could be in the middle of supper. I could be on a walk. I could be doing anything. I could, if I really wanted to, I could be doing anything. Anything. You tell me something, I could be doing it. Obviously, you can't tell me so. But if you were here right now, you could see what I'm actually doing. Currently, I'm dusting. But and currently, there's nothing else. I'm just dusting. I'm dusting. But I could be doing anything, and nobody would know. However, if I made a video, you'd all be able to see what I'm doing. Right, I'm going to pause it right here. Anyway, sorry about that delay. I am back. Hang on, let me take the spray. And the duster. Oh my god. I've put it somewhere and I've forgotten where I put it. How do I do that? I found it. Oh, there it is. I want to know how I do that. I want to know how on earth I do it. How do I lose stuff that easy? Not joking, I've been losing stuff really easy recently. Another thing I like about podcasts is I could be making a podcast on how to cook. Or I could be making a podcast whilst I'm cooking. I can do anything whilst making a podcast. It's unreal. But yes, this is my first ever podcast on this channel. I had a whole Game On podcast at the exact same logo as this, but as this channel, except it had podcasts on it, and it made it look ugly. So I just stopped using that channel because hey, the only video I ever put on it got 1 or 2 views. I can't remember. I haven't really looked at it since, so that doesn't really help, does it? Not at all. But yeah, if you really like podcasts, let me know, because I love making podcasts. Now that I've done this one, I just feel so much happier knowing I can be doing absolutely anything. And there's no way you know if I'm actually telling the truth or if I'm lying. I could be in my bed right now, chilling out, looking at Instagram whilst talking, or looking at TikTok whilst talking, or looking at YouTube whilst talking, or making YouTube video ideas with talking, and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Which is what I like. I can be doing anything, and nobody would ever know what I was or what I wasn't doing, unless I say. But then again, nobody would actually ever know if I'm telling the truth or if I'm lying. So yeah, podcasts are going to be more of a thing I do now, because it's just so super duper easy to do. I love it. You're just talking, and that's what I'm really good at. I'm really good at talking. I could talk all day if I want to. I could talk all day, every day. be happy. Anyway, I'm going to test out something with my laptop today. I'm going to connect it to my speaker. It's my iDance speaker. It's called iDance. Well, it has an iDance logo on it. I'll take a photo of it and I'll put it up on the edit. Is there anything else I could say? No, there's not. Okay, well, I'm going to end the podcast off there. I will see you in my next podcast. Yeah, I will speak to you in my next podcast, which will probably be tomorrow, because this might become a daily thing. We'll see. I say things will become daily, and I never do. Anyway, tomorrow's topic I'll have to think of for the next podcast. Anyway, gamers, I'll see you in the next podcast. It's been me, Game On, over and out.